Hey guys, welcome back. In last lecture we finished with playground lectures. In this lecture we'll continue and we will start working on actual Vue application. Let's start. Open your coding editors and let's close playground.js and let's take a look here on a folder structure of our application. So up here in this folder I already showed you, here you can find compiled JavaScript from all of your components here. Node module is a folder for all of the third-party packages you can install with npm and the packages that are defined in a package.json. So you can see here we have here Vue framework, Babel, Lint, and so on. So all of this is installed in a Node modules. Of course, you can see here more folders because these dependencies also have a dependency. So that's why we have so many files here. All right, so Node modules public folder is for index.html we are serving to a browser. You can see here your basic HTML document here. And here is very important part. You can notice here div with the ID of the app. Okay, remember this here. I will be talking about this very shortly. All right, then you have a resources folder, and actually this is just I created this folder for resources in a previous lecture, so don't worry about this folder. Then you have a git ignore. Here you are listing all the folders and files you don't want to push to a GitHub. Don't worry about it right now. Let's see, Babel config. Okay, this is just some configuration file for a Vue application to configure Babel. So compiler to compile new version of JavaScript, which is a ES6 and a Vue components into a JavaScript that the browser understands. Then you have a package log JSON. This is just a all the packages you have installed in Node modules and also version specified of these packages and its requirements. So no worry, this is just a configuration file for a package.json. Alright, so package.json itself, you can see here name of your application, version of your application, if this is a private repository, in my case, yes. Then a scripts you can use. We already used npm run serve. This will running your development server, all of your dependencies, all of your development dependencies. So dependencies you are using only in development environment. Then you have here Lint Configuration. So I told you Lint is just a set of rules that enforce you to follow the best practices. So if you are using, for example, var variables, it will warn you, it will display warning that you should use const or let, or maybe when you display console log, it warn you that you shouldn't use console logs in a production environment. Alright, so this is just a slint, and actually that's it, and we can go to our main folder, src folder, where we'll spend most of our times. So here you have a assets folder for static files, for images, SCSS files, CSS files, and so on. Then very important file for a components. Here you will create a Vue components. We'll be creating a lot of Vue components. Alright, then you have here main Vue component called app.vue. This represents basically your application. So whatever you will put inside of the app.vue, any code, this will be displayed inside of your browsers. Okay, and then you have a main.js. And in main.js, we are importing this main component, our app component, and we are rendering this app component in our browsers. Okay, you can see here we are using something called function mount, and we are mounting this app component to app element with the ID of the app. All right, so you can see here a hash and an app, and they start getting this div inside of a public folder in index.html. So you can see this our whole component is mounted to this div, and this is what you can see also in your browsers. All right, so actually I will be talking about this in the next section even more, but this is what is important right now, because these lectures will be newer. I am recording right now. I just wanted to add here some more details for you. So yeah, let's continue and let's open our browsers. And let's inspect their application. As I told you, in div with the ID of the app, you should see your whole application. So when you will inspect, you see your whole application was mounted to our index.html in a public, in element with a div with the ID of the app. And here is when you will open it. Here you can find the image, for example, Vue logo, and here you can find div with a hello class and a welcome in your Vue JS application. We'll make it bigger. installed CLI plugins, essential links, ecosystem, and so on. So let's try to search for this image first. Okay, so let's go back to our coding editors and let's see our app component. Alright, so in the app component, you can see again here div with the ID of the app, but you can see here also image. This image we are displaying, and then you can see hello world component. Okay, then we can search up hello world component. You can see hello world component. We are importing from a components folder from a hello world view. So when I will go to a components and I will find here hello world view, I should find here all of this HTML code I just saw in my browser. Okay, so you can see here we are displaying this message, and this is called props. We will be talking about props in the next lecture. This is just a variable that we are sending from app.view. This variable up here, welcome in your Vue JS application. But basically, you can imagine all of these elements here, this starting with a div and ending with a div. All of these HTML elements you can insert inside of your app.view instead of a hello world component, because hello world component is a wrapper for this element. So I can paste it here basically like this. All right, I will remove this h1 because now this will throw maybe error like this. But when I will save this, everything will be working. Let's go back to our browsers. When I will refresh, you can see you can still see here these elements. Maybe there are some styling changes because we didn't copy stylings to our app.view. Because when you are in hello world component, you are applying styles only this component here when you are using here scoped, and we will be talking about scoped also. But I just want to make here just clear that this element here is just a wrapper for this HTML and functionality inside of this component, and we can reference this component here, and this will contain all of this what we just copied here. So when I will paste here also stylings from hello world, feel free and paste here stylings from hello world like this. Let's save this. Let's go back to our browsers. You will see this will be exactly the same as before. All right, but imagine writing everything in one file, all the HTML, all the JavaScript code, and everything in one file. It wouldn't be much clear and it wouldn't be much reusable. Let's revert these changes, and you can see when I will use here hello world component, now it's much cleaner. I can reuse this component. I can get this component into my other components, and I can reuse it there. All right, so hello world component. Let's go back to hello world. I think here should be everything fine. Yes, we didn't do any changes here, so when you will save it, everything will be working as before. But this was my point, that you can use these components in different components, and basically components encapsulate all of this functionality contained here in this file, and it can be easy reference only by name of this component. But no worries, we'll be talking about components in the next lecture. This is just a high-level overview of a Vue application. What we will do right now, we will remove everything from here. All right, so I can remove all of these elements here, and I will say here only h1 element. Okay, h1s are for headings and hello world. I will remove from here hello world. All right, playground can stay because we were using it in the last lectures. And I will remove these components here. All right, I can leave here a name. I can leave here a styling, that's fine. But I will remove here this component hello world. I will completely remove it. So let's delete file. All right, let's save this, and we will start working on this empty hello world application. All right, guys, so that's it from this lecture. In the next lecture, we'll continue, and I will show you how you can define data on your components. So guys, for this, I hope to see you in the next lecture. Cheers, guys.